There's power at our fingertips, not just when it comes to voting and choosing a government, but also from how we use the share button on our smartphones, laptops, and the myriad devices out there. Are we using it responsibly? And what happens if we don't? Well, let's get into our topic for today. Is sharing still caring? We all forward social media messages from time to time, the frequency of which varies from person to person. However, the seemingly harmless forwarding comes at a cost. No, I'm not talking about the phone bill at the end of the month, but a rather serious issue that's plaguing our society. We have unconsciously and sometimes consciously become the human chain for the spread of rumors and vicious ideas. If we ain't the starting point, we still help propel by sharing it with our friends and the communities we identify ourselves with. I presume the majority of us don't start off with ill intentions in mind, but when we hit the share button, we have tacitly accepted and approved the accuracy of the content we are forwarding. I understand sharing is caring, but not without fully comprehending what we are sharing and what impact such actions could have. Take a look at the turn of events at the seaside town of Southport in the north of England. 3 young girls at a dance class are fatally stabbed, and the suspect is falsely speculated to be a Muslim immigrant. This misinformation spreads like wildfire, setting off riots in towns and cities across England and in Northern Ireland. More than 100 police officers have been injured. Mosques and accommodation housing asylum seekers have been attacked, cars set on fire, shops looted, and anti-immigration rallies held. The way we react to what we see and what we hear on social media leaves a lot to be desired. We are desperate to hit the share button without really checking for the post's authenticity. In the past, we relied on information from news outlets, which were scrutinized for accuracy, at least to a palpable degree, but this has now been rapidly usurped by individuals providing unverified and unconfirmed information on social media outlets like Facebook, X, WhatsApp, and so on. So what's the cure? Number 1, avoid mindless forwarding, especially when it comes to sensitive content. Let's pause for a moment, do our research, and only share if we have fully verified for the content's accuracy. When I say research, it does not mean checking more social media posts. More isn't better here, it actually makes things worse. Rather, visit the websites of reliable news outlets, government entities, and check if the information matches. If it doesn't, well, that's our red flag. Number 2, idols are humans too, and therefore prone to error. Just because the celebrity or the business leader we are following posts something, it doesn't become true by default. We need to learn to separate facts from fiction and not subscribe to anything and everything they post. And finally, we don't have to share or forward posts non-stop. It's best to let it pass by if you're unsure. Inaction on our part when you're not fully convinced breaks the rumor chain and creates the possibility for the truth to emerge soon. I think it's time we take responsibility and not just attribute the chaos on the streets to poor governance. No government can function effectively without our help and support. By sharing information carefully and judiciously, and at times by not sharing, we are indirectly lending a helping hand to our government and passively cleaning up the streets from our phrase hate and violence. May peace be upon us. Thank you.